everybody. My name is Divya. I'm an independent hypnobirthing childbirth educator and a birth doula. So I support families through their pregnancy and birth journey. On World Milk Day, I'd like to share with you a little bit about mother's milk and the nourishment that the child receives. So to begin with, it's not only just a physical growth that the child receives on getting its own mother's milk. There's a lot of emotional, physical, and the connection and the attachment and the bonding which happens through this beautiful relationship of breastfeeding is beautiful and has tremendous benefits for both the mother and the child. The oxytocin hormone which comes in when the baby latches and the mother's milk lets down, and the skin to skin bonding which happens, the benefits are innumerable. You're getting something that the baby needs at the right temperature, in the right quantity, immediately available as and when baby needs, at no cost, literally. So the benefits of mother's milk for the baby are tremendous. To begin with, right at birth, a lot of us spend time during the pregnancy reading up about which month, each month the baby's growth at different levels of development and all that. I find that at birth we really don't know or overwhelmed with the whole breastfeeding reality, because most of us who've lived in nuclear families and urban setups have hardly seen other mothers nursing their newborns. So it's a art, or it's a skill which takes a little getting used to, a little learning. And in our culture, the 40-day jhapa period which new mothers have really helps the mother and the child to learn this art or skill and get going in their journey together. So it starts right at birth. If at birth, the first hour, the golden hour, the mother and the child can have zero separation, immediate skin to skin bonding, and the baby can be kept bare chested on the mother's chest, the baby will crawl instinctively. This is the breast crawl. So the smell at the mother's nipple is the same as the amniotic fluid smell. So instinctively the baby knows how to suckle and how to receive its nutrition. So it's a beautiful, beautiful journey which begins there. And the first milk which comes in, the yellow golden liquid, which is the colostrum, it's very high in nutrition and very high in immunity. So it keeps the baby full, because the baby's stomach is very tiny at birth. And when the mother's mature milk comes in, which is within the third or the fourth day, the way the baby suckles, the way the baby latches, there's a very it's the rhythm, it's a dance going on. The baby's rhythmic jaw motions and lip motions, the tongue motions, the way they're communicating with the mother. The baby at birth can't see too far, about 12 inches maybe it's no surprise that the distance the baby can see is directly at the point of nutrition. The baby can see only the contrast colors, and there is a deeper bond going on there. When the mother is nursing the baby, the mother is talking, making sounds, engaging with the baby, interacting with the baby. So if you've heard of the still face experiment, where when the mother is disengaged, the baby also is struggling through the process. So the way the baby's brain develops right at birth and through the process of infancy, this growth during the golden period, which is the first 1100 days of the baby's life, is tremendous, never to be replicated in a human life ever again. So it's actually a beautiful gift that the parents have with the child during this period to engage meaningfully with the child, which breastfeeding gives a lot of ample opportunity for. So another very important thing I would like to share with you is to keep an eye on the baby. Nursing the baby on demand, feeding the baby how much he or she wants, will help the baby to grow and thrive and flourish. Best indicator whether the baby is getting enough milk or not is the output. Is the baby having 6 or more wet cloth nappies a day? How are the baby's bowel movements? Again, you can connect with a lactation counselor close to you for more details specific to the needs of your baby and yourself if required. And many myths: baby's not getting enough, baby's crying. Something I wish I knew when I was a new mother was about this cluster feeds. There are these times in the evening when the baby is colicky and you just can't figure out why the baby is crying, and the baby wants to only nurse and nurse and nurse continuously for hours together. It's probably a growth spurt the baby is going through, or there's a tummy upset, or whatever. So knowing that these cluster feeds can happen and being prepared for them help immensely on a parent's mother's breastfeeding journey. Another tool which I found tremendously useful during my breastfeeding journey has been baby wearing. So using an ergonomic baby carrier, either a wrap or a buckle carrier, to keep the baby close to the mother through the day as you go about your activities, or any other. The father can also use the carrier to keep the baby close. Helps the baby in reducing the colic and being connected. The skin to skin bonding I was telling you at birth, that continues. The bond that the baby gets with the parents is tremendous with just a simple tool like baby wearing. And of course it helps in establishing the mother's supply, in mother to be responsive to the child's needs, because the baby is held close by. So that baby wearing has sure been a game changer for me through the birth of my children. So one more thing I'd like to share with you is, we hear about exclusive breastfeeding for 6 months. That's the advice which most doctors will give. And then what? Does it happen that after 6 months the baby is done? No. The first year of the baby's life, the mother's milk is his or her primary source of nutrition, and the WHO also recommends breastfeeding till at least 2 years and beyond, as per the mother and the baby's relationship and convenience. So this is a beautiful relationship which has a lot of tremendous benefits, right from increasing a lot of oxytocin, the love hormone, in both the mother and the baby. So definitely please write in if you have any doubts or questions, and do join this peer-to-peer support group called Breastfeeding Support for Indian Mothers on Facebook, where a lot of parents going through a similar journey are there to support each other. All the best. Happy parenting. Thank you.